Hello there, this is Malik and welcome to episode 2 of the Wandering Village series. We have our adorable Onbu. Just, you know, doing Onbu things. Yeah, that was pretty much it, really. Hopefully we get this... Oh, the kitchen requires the slabs. That was thingying. So the carpenter and the stonecutter were definitely... Hang on, are they... Yeah, okay. Carpenter... We could do carpenter and stonecutter up here, actually. Kind of feel like that might be a more efficient positioning. What did I just build? Carpenter, stonecutter, there we go. We'll build those two next to each other. And then we'll be able to actually build a kitchen. That'd be useful, wouldn't it? We got our little berry gatherers. Okay. We now have... Okay, so yeah, we've got the two berry gatherers. Two researchy people. Two water gathery people. 3 farmers. Basically is that's basically our full 9 employed. It's a shame that there's not a way of breaking down the employed as well. I don't know. Maybe there is. Maybe there isn't. I don't know. Lasts until day 10. Oh, I like the fact that it shows you that. It's like, this is how much food you've got. This is how long it'll actually last if you stop all production right now, kind of a deal. And all, yeah. It gives you an estimate of the production based on the last 24 hours, how much gets eaten every 24 hours. Okay, okay. I'm pleased with this. So, based on that, so basically each person, because we've got 16 people, 32, so that means each person eats 2 bits of food per day. And the average production is floating around there with our 3 people. Okay, so 2 more people will now have gone into employment. We now have 5 general workers. That's not a lot of general workers. I'm just going to throw that out there. Yeah, I'm not going to do any more jobs in the world unless I really need them to do it. Like, gathering that would be like a really good idea. I'm actually going to up the priority of those jobs. You know, that's wood that's already been cut, guys. You might as well go get it. Oh, the actual stone piles and stuff like that that are just there, sitting there, do decay. Okay, I'm gonna flag these to higher priority just to stop them despawning. That's not a good thing. So yeah, we have basically 3 stone gets turned into 2 stone slabs, same ratio for wood, and that's just basically the more advanced building materials that things like the kitchen need. Now, I haven't really got the population to up the number of people that are doing all of that. I would say let me know if the music's too loud, but the problem is, by the time the first episode goes live, I'll probably have recorded like half the series. Now, I don't know, probably not that bad, but I said I wasn't going to flag any more jobs. How do I stop that? X. Okay, there we go. Let's not go crazy. Let's not go crazy. Berries I'm not particularly bothered with getting rid of if we don't need to. Oh my god, yeah, look at this. I need to upgrade the priority of collecting these because otherwise they're just gonna despawn. Probably don't actually need to harvest that. Yeah, that's... and all these berries as well. I'm actually just prioritizing all jobs now from the looks of it. Yeah, it's not too bad. What is this? What is this? What is this? Nomads. Pick them up. 3 healthy people joined your village. Yay! 3 healthy people. So now we've immediately got another 3 effectively general workers now until we give them jobs. Okay, I'm gonna leave them as they are for a bit. So that we can catch up on the jobs. Because obviously we're... I don't think I need that many farm plots. I don't see them farming any of the further out farm plots. Like, I'm actually going to reduce the farm plots. Oh, it's raining. Cool. And raises humidity. Cool, I guess. Okay, let's see where we're going anyway. We gotta... Oh, the actual rain cloud is a thing. Like... literally on the map. That's kind of cool. But no, the what I was originally saying is that we have these crossroads and we can't guide Onbu. Onbu will just randomly pick a path to continue on. Apparently we need a hornblower to basically direct it. But yeah, that's kind of cool. The fact that these are entities on the map. Mines. Oh, you see, these things look cool. I like, because I think there was a couple of ruined settlements and some forests and some quarries, but I don't even remember seeing mines. There's one over there. So depending on which way Onbu decides to arbitrarily go, we may end up being able to scavenge that, because the scavenger hunt research is nearly done. Oh. Okay. Well, slabs and planks are being produced as we speak. We now have them on the top left little bar. That's good. That is good. It's all very well eating them, but you could, you know, carry them into storage. Oh wow, it's one at a time, is it? Yikes. Okay. They're building the path, which is good. Okay. I think we're getting caught up on the jobs. We still need to carry all these berries into storage. People are just eating raw turnips. Well, once we've got the kitchen built, we can actually start cooking things into proper meals. It works kind of like the stone and the stonemason and the carpenter. You kind of just take one raw ingredient and just make it better. I assume there are going to be more complicated recipes as you unlock the research, perhaps. But yeah, it is a bit weird. It is a bit weird. We could go hornblower. Let's have a little look at the research tree. I briefly looked at this. I actually quite like the huts. So we've got the kitchen. We can do these little upgrades, which seem a bit niche, like some of them. And you also need, like, knowledge. You see these little cogs with the magnifying glasses? And there's one there in the build cost for that spice rack. That's something that... Oh, I didn't have any knowledge on the tutorial version. I didn't start with any, and now I've just randomly got 3. Huh. I mean, I didn't really select that. The game's paused. Your game, you're paused. Then we got farming, rock trumpet, a mushroom that needs salt to grow, and it turns rock solid. Okay. And then heal shroom, Onbu medicine. Okay. Looks like cactus plantation is kind of important because it then leads to other things. Dung collector. Collects dung from Onbu, which can be used to produce biogas and fertilizer. Yay! Lovely. Bile extractor. Extracts bile from Onbu's gallbladder. This process slightly reduces its health and trust in you. Yeah, that sounds a bit rude. Blood extractor? Black pudding? Oh, we can't eat Onbu's blood. I mean, I love black pudding, don't get me wrong. I'm one of those weird people, but that's a bit wrong. Hornblower is tempting. The Onbu kitchen. So we can cook up some tasty Onbu food and make medicine as well, apparently. Pet Onbu. Increase. Oh, you can pet it. And it's so good. And laxative. We're just gonna drug him up or drug it up. Okay, let's hold off on drugging up our poor Onbu. Actually, no, I'm gonna do the hut. The hut is actually a really nice one. I like it. Just looking at it is like it takes up the same space as two huts, two tents, but has 50% more people in it, and they're happier and they're more poison resistant. I'm assuming poison resistance is going to become an important thing at some point, but we'll see. Yeah, we're still doing things. No one's actually idle yet, thankfully, but we shall... Oh, someone employed is idle. Don't know who. I would say as long as everyone's working, I'm kind of fine. I'm fine with this. Yeah, kind of cool. That little researcher just rubbing a beetroot against itself. Dude, don't do that. I am punching your salad! I don't know why you're doing that! I don't know. Did look like he was beating the crap out of that patch of grass. I suppose, yeah, because I'm just thinking about some of the... Oh, you can scroll all the way... Oh, look! You can see Onbu... You can see the Onbu's head. Hello, Onbu! Hello, buddy! Oh, look, he's got a tiny little sorrowful eye. Oh, we love you, buddy. We love you, buddy. Let's see what the world's like. We're getting close to that little thing. Oh, we need a scavenger hut. Yeah. Brain, come on. We want a scavenger hut. Yeah. I'd even be tempted to make 2. Seriously, they seem pretty cool. I don't know why I'm putting it like that. That's like the most awkward. Line it up with that. And then just put a bit more road. There we go. And then I'm going to up the priority of said scavenger hut. And it's actually automatically increased the priority of the then destroying the things that are in the way of it. I like that. I like that. What did it actually need? I don't know what it needs yet. If I hover over here, I assume it'll tell me. Planks and slabs. Ugh. Yeah, okay. Might end up holding off until we've got a kitchen built. Or we could temporarily just up the number of workers in here. Yeah, I'm just going to up the number of workers in here. Kitchen I'm going to actually put as an even higher priority. And it might then mean that things get done properly. I'm going to disable the scavenger hut until the kitchen's done. The kitchen needs to be done first. Yeah. But we're gonna... Ooh, I'm looking a little bit low on wood. Because I've seen new trees grow. So I know that they do grow, but I'm guessing if you cut every single one down, no new ones grow, maybe? But then again, the stone, they just kind of spawn. So maybe they do. I just don't know. I don't know. Little mushroom growing there. Guess just let things slowly go, I guess. Looks like we've got enough stone slabs in the kitchen. Oh, it looks like the carpenter's just made some planks. And they're both reserved, so I'm guessing that means they're, you know, gonna go to the kitchen. Well, I'm gonna wait until they get delivered before I start tagging this so that the scavenger hook can be made. Oh! Onbu's decided to just go straight ahead, and there are some... Oh, Onbu feeding spot. We found a spot with fresh food for Onbu. Well, hopefully it's got sense to just eat from that spot without us telling it to. Oh my god, look, bottom left. Looks like Onbu's taken a dump. Weird. Weird game. But also, kinda cool. Just the way they carry things. It's like, huzzah, look, I have the mighty thing. Here we go. So we have a kitchen, and hopefully that can give people better food. Look at little Onbu. Oh, you're healthy. Healthy. I was about to say healthy boy, but that does suggest we know its gender, which we don't. Onbu's just an it. Right. I need to find out whether Onbu is actually the name of the species or the name of this individual. I could have a look at the Elder's notebook. Onbu's backstory. Onbu were believed... Oh, so it is the name of the species. Believed to have gone extinct long ago, and nothing but old tales of them remained. This particular individual must have been asleep in the ground for hundreds of years. Maybe it awoke from its long slumber because the toxins keep seeping further and further into the earth. Ancient documents indicate that Onbu usually draw their nutrients from the ground. So I wonder if it can sustain itself out here. Seems like we need to take care of each other from now on. So, we haven't actually named our Onbu. I kind of feel like our Onbu needs a name. Can we, like, right-click and name him? It. Maybe we should find out whether it's male or female. Do they even have genders? So much confusion. Okay, so we've got someone in there now making berry muesli. Out of nothing but berries. I'm kind of feeling like that's not really a muesli, but, I mean, I guess, you know, whatever. And then that will become a better food for people, and we'll see just how much actually gets produced. Looks like people are now bringing the berries. Bring forth the berries! Right, guys. We need to prioritize the picking up of these resources. Come on. You know? They just sat there on the ground. Though then again, we don't actually have enough storage for them. So they're there on the ground. Okay, well... I guess that's why they're still there, even though I keep prioritizing them. Like, my complete lack of understanding of this system is just, you know... and it looks like we can only have 30 of each of the non-food items. Actually, they're not non-food items. Look, there's a mushroom there. Onbu food. Okay. So... Okay. I mean, that's fair enough. Nope. We've got 5 general workers, which is, again, is not too bloody many, is it? Once we've got the scavenger hut built, though, I'm going to then reduce the carpenter and stonecutter stuff down to 1 person. I can't remember... I think it requires 2, the scavenger hut. Literally, you have to have 2. Or maybe a minimum of 2? I don't know. I don't know. Right, so let's cut those 2 trees down. I need bigger storage. That's what I need. I need more storage. And we can store 50 berry muesli. So hopefully now that we're turning berries into muesli, it will then kind of compress it? Sort of? It'll get through the berries quicker, get them turned into muesli, and then we're all good. I'm gonna assume. Oh, we've passed into a jungle biome. Or passing into? What is that? A shrine. Ancient artifact containing forgotten knowledge. Okay, we've got a random settlement that's still active. But yeah, I like how the music's changed. That's kind of cool. Oh, Onbu yawns. You getting sleepy, buddy? Aw. Oh, you're sleepy, boy. Ah, I'm gonna say boy. Like, we can't tell. They might just not have genders, but... Just love how it, like, every step it takes just flings up. What? I mean, looking at how small we are up there, the rocks that it flings up are probably about as big as a person. So I would say that they are... I mean, how big is a boulder? How big does a boulder have to be a boulder? Like, if it's got the same volume, if it's as big as a person, so it's as big as we are tall, maybe a bit smaller actually, like a meter wide, maybe? Is that a boulder? Is that big enough to be a boulder? At which point, it's kicking up boulders with each step, and that's pretty badass. Okay, some wood planks are needed. Just going to reduce the number of stonecutter people. Actually, I'm going to reduce the number of carpenter people as well. Day 8 it is. Day 8. What have we got? So we last until day 12. Current amount of food. Oh, production and consumption. Not good. What is going on? Oh, buddy. Are you sleepy, buddy? Are you sleepy? Oh, look at that. Oh, it's so cute. No, buddy. Oh, his tail's curling as well. Look, can't scroll. Onbu sleeps. Oh, Onbu, buddy. You sleepy boy. Anyway, before I go completely crazy. Oh, we're building the scavenger hut. Yay! Oh wow, this music's getting a bit epic now. Oh, okay, so now we can send out little expedition-y people. So, no party available. Send party. So basically, we're gonna form a little expedition party, or rather, these two people. are basically going to be like, hey, we're scavengers and we're going to go out into the world and do a thing. Okay. And we can then kind of track their progress just by hovering over it. And it takes an amount of time. So the progress bar is really just the travel there, the scavenge, and the travel back. The moment that fills up, they've returned with whatever they've found. But iron ore. Okay. Well, that's cool. And we've got another shrine over there. Oh, I kind of want another scavenger hut. Although at least while Onbu's asleep, we're not going out of range of these things. We're in a nice little jungle. We've got some patch of mushrooms, some nom-noms for Onbu. It's good. I like how these guys have basically never sleep. So now our production's gone up to 41. Okay. I am going to... What I'm actually gonna do... I'm actually gonna build a second kitchen. But up here. And I'm going to set that one to make stuff out of beetroot. It's going to take a while to get built because we don't have as many people making slabs and stuff, but we've got some slabs and stuff. It'll get there eventually. It looks like we are producing enough food. Well, that gives me a percentage as well. That's cool. Onbu, 71% sleepiness. Oh, we apparently now have a thingy. I kind of want a horn blower now. Used to issue commands to Onbu, which it may or may not follow. And you can guide it on the crossroads as well. I'm gonna do that. I feel like that might be important. Oh, and there's a scavenging thing as well. Total scavengers, so scavenging groups. That's, yeah, okay. Food, cool. Five general workers. Okay. Maybe I should leave some of these trees there to see if they reproduce. Like, obviously that one I can cut back, but then maybe... I don't know. I don't really know how it works. Stone just seems to produce itself. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, what's this? Oh, after traveling down into the mine shafts, the party enters a huge industrial hall. Old rusty pieces of plate armor that must have fit a huge creature like Onbu are laying around. What? These must be remains from ancient times. Yeah, let's give Onbu some body armor or something. I don't know. The pieces are so old and rusty that your scavengers get blood poisoning. Ugh. And I started researching the hornblower. We got 15 iron. Okay, so they're poisoned. Badly poisoned. Well, that just goes to show you what you get. You know what? We haven't really. How do I open up the research actual menu? Here we go. God, it took me too long to find. Okay, let's. Using herbs. Yeah. Yeah, let's just switch to the village doctor now, since we're gonna need that. And I think we need. Oh yeah, of course we've got huts now, which requires slabs, but we can sort that in a bit. Oh well. Ecologist. Herbalist. Here we go. Yeah, let's put the herbalist just there. Look, you're sleepy. Onbu sleep. Little. Did I just say little Onbu? My understanding of things that are large and or small, it needs a little bit of work. The kitchen, but then again, the herbalist also kind of needs. Are they gonna like die now then? Will they get over it? Okay. Poison. Biome toxicity levels depend on the current biome and distance covered. They can be checked, etc., etc. Ground toxicity, air toxicity, high toxicity. Okay, let's actually read it all, to be fair. Even though it's not relevant to exactly what we're doing. Ground toxicity applies when Onbu is sitting, laying on the ground. Air toxicity applies when Onbu is standing, moving. High toxicity will poison both your Onbu and your villagers. Spore cloud events on the world map will temporarily increase the rate at which Onbu's poison level rises. They're more common in certain biomes. Void, you can get Onbu to dodge those, okay. Spore cloud events, I don't like the sound of them. When Onbu's poison levels are extremely high, will grow on its back and spread out. They can be controlled using decontaminators or by harvesting them. That doesn't tell us anything about... If your villagers get poisoned, they will die if not treated quickly. A village doctor and herbs are required. Oh my god. So yeah, they are just going to die. Can we put them to work while they're poisoned? I know that sounds a bit rude. I mean, it doesn't just sound a bit rude. It's really rude. You guys just go and harvest some wood while you're dying. We might lose a couple of our peeps. Yeah, we don't really have that much in the way of spare people. I feel like even the second kitchen was a bit premature. Yeah. Meh. I'm actually just going to disable that one again. And just keep an eye on the water. Oh, that was quick. I suppose, yeah, because it was just really, really nearby, wasn't it? If that's the case, go and go forth and scavenge that quarry. Well, hopefully, when Onbu wakes up, we can numbing porridge. Although we've now got no porridge again. It's all good. We got muesli again. It's all good. It's fine. It certainly makes the berries go further. And it's better quality, apparently. I don't know what we used to bulk it out. Probably dirt. Leaves, maybe. Anyway, I should probably call it now because of the time we are at. So I hope you're enjoying the series, and until next time, guys, I bid you farewell and a wholesome cheerio.